In this video, we are going to continue our discussion of building your list, this time by looking at buying leads. Now, I already know what you must be thinking. You're never supposed to buy email lists because the people on that list don't know you. You don't know for sure that they're open to what you're selling. They may mark you as spam and you get banned from email services, and so on. All of those things are true in general, but there are certain lists that absolutely are worthwhile to buy. So I don't think you should dismiss buying leads altogether because there's a right way and a wrong way to go about it. You just have to be very careful about how you proceed because there are risks. Okay, so you should only buy leads if there's a high probability that they're going to convert. What you don't want is a list of people that you essentially are going to be cold calling via email because that's going to be low converting. Obviously, the best leads and the optimal way to reach people is to focus primarily on customers who have interacted with you at some point or another, either through your squeeze page or your sales page or your YouTube videos or on social media or what have you. Those people have already opted in, so they'll have in effect given you an implicit permission to contact them. As a result, they're going to be far more likely to open your email and, more importantly, act on your call to action. Now, you see a lot of companies out there that will sell you thousands of email addresses for $99 and the like. You may be wondering if these are a good option. My advice is to proceed with caution. If you have done business with the company in the past, or the company has been recommended to you by somebody that you trust, then it may be a good idea to consider buying a list from them and trying them out. Beware of making large-scale purchases from companies that you aren't familiar with because, as I'm sure you already know, there are a lot of scammers out there on the web who would be happy to take your money and sell you a list that is filled with either dead addresses or emails they have scalped from other places that aren't going to do you a lot of good. Buying lists can be a big expense, so what you have to consider is the value that you're getting for your money. It can be a financial burden, and there are also other risks involved. For example, you can seriously harm your reputation if you buy the wrong list because when you buy a list and contact people who've never heard of you before, they can send it to their spam folder. Whenever they do this, it sends a notification to their email services. If it happens often enough, it can lower your sender score, which can affect your domain's ability to send emails through that email service in the future, even if they are legitimate emails to people who have asked you to contact them. Also, if you're marked as spam often enough, every time you send out an email from your website, it may be automatically diverted to the recipient's spam folder, so they're never going to see it. And that's a total waste of time and money. When was the last time you looked at your spam folder? See what I mean? If enough people mark your unsolicited emails as spam, you will eventually get banned on some of the biggest email providers, such as Yahoo and Gmail. If that happens, you're going to have to shut down your website and start over with a new one. That's not going to put you out of business, but it is a pain in the butt and will delay your efforts to get your business up and running. Plus, there will be the additional expense of buying new domains, setting up new pages, reestablishing your autoresponder, not to mention the opportunity costs associated with being offline. I hope you enjoy what you learned today. Check back weekly for updated videos and lessons, or better yet, click the subscribe button below to get more of these educational videos as they come out.